Sports.
Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So out come the Bucks now for their first drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback at 6'2" out of Auburn. It's Jarrett Stidham.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
And no luck at all to start this drive as they're going to drop him behind the line for a second straight play. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down.
You can bet they're not going to go away from the running game anytime soon, but this is obviously not a good start. 2 carries, 2 runs, both stopped for a loss.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Stidham sets to throw on first. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up second down. You look at this Eagle defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And he's had good success here already this season throwing the football. 6 touchdown passes in his 2 games. He's really got this offense playing with a lot of confidence, trying to establish themselves early as a Super Bowl contender.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. First down, and they go with Swift again. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Once again, it's Swift. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Throwing is Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Eagles are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
One thing I have heard, receivers don't mind high throwing so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them. And not only the DB's going to throw their verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. On the move past the 40. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucks 39. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Swift. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The numbers for him from a week ago: 18 carries, 62 yards.
How about we shine a little spotlight on the offensive line? Those big guys up front are creating nice space, nice gaps for them to run through. I think he's going to go for over 100 yards in this game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. DeAndre Swift, the intended receiver that time. But now it'll be 3rd down. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. And they're a tough unit to throw against. Currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And this is what we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
Hurts. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On second down, Swift. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Eagles are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. The numbers for White a week ago: 19 carries, 79 yards.
They put a lot of effort into game playing and establishing this ground game last week, and the reward was a nice day rushing the ball. Helped them put a balanced offense out on the field. And that carry...
And this throw will be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Touchdown! Dallas Goedert, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 14-0. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only 1 play to score it. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Stidham off play action. Looking for, and now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do you do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Hurts sets up to throw it. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here's 3rd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. That is caught. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Eagles have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the 1st as they kick this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They run straight ahead here with White. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. 21-0 our score after one. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's taken to the 26. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And it will be Eagles football, first and 10. Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a third and 10. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And this is going to be incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
Let's go.
They start to drive with White, and he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Here's a 2nd and 8. They go with White on the counter. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. This offense so far on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Stidham to throw. And that went to the right side and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Jake Camarda sent on now to punt this away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Hurts throw complete there to Beckham. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Philadelphia.
From the gun, it's Hurts. He completes it to Beckham. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Swift going to try up the middle. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. The man in motion is Brown. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
He was brought down at the 4-yard line. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Swift. Going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. 2nd and goal from the 1. Now Hurts going to move him around. In motion left, the tight end. They'll run with Swift. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. They will run it with Swift here. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. DeAndre Swift with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Elliott good with a PAT. And the route is on here in this first half.
Buccaneers, nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
They're brought down that time by Nolan Smith. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's a toss right side with White. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
This is White on the screen. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Stidham. And this is caught by Evans. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
Now it's Stidham. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Stidham going back to the air. He completes it to Evans. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Stidham from the shotgun. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused.
Stidham hit, and he lost it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. DeAndre Swift and the Eagles back out there. And no doubt he's come out of the gate strong. Only in week 3, and you see the numbers thus far.
And we always talk about identity, setting a tone, you know, getting the ground.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. That catch, by the way, kind of noteworthy. It's number 764 in his career. Ties him with Hall of Famer James Lofton.
And he's done it just as James Lofton did in his career. Smooth.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On 3rd and goal, Stidham. Complete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Zerline's kick is up and through, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Defense.
Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another 4th down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
You're so litigious. A good gain there on 1st down. That run will get him 7 up to the 32-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. They'll keep it on the ground again here. So we've come to halftime. But no break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Now, hang on, we got an injured player down there. Oh, boy, that's Odell Beckham Jr., OBJ, who's hurting. So, 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
From the gun, here's Swift. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Brings up 3rd down.
They go play action with Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll go up the middle with White. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
To throw is Stidham. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Stidham 1st down in the red zone. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Here's White. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
On second down, here's Stidham. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now,
and this is going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 120 yards for him on the ground. First down, and they go with Swift again. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 10 more there and another first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
On first and 10, it's Swift. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Loss of 2 brings up second and 12 at the Bucks 39-yard line.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They get this out quickly to the left side. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25. Hurts sets up to throw it. Flushed out right. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
That's a big league job there, getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time.
Back now in Tampa. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Here's Swift. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Elliott good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Stidham. He'll get that out to the flat to White. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Stidham's throw taken in by Evans here. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in. As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now he'll let it go on the run, deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is taken at the 15. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So out come the Bucks now. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made.
Mike Evans, he's going to go. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 41 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Second down, Stidham to throw. Evans has it left side. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
From the gun, it's Stidham. A quick pass here to Godwin. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Stidham going back to the air. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
They run straight ahead here with White. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 13-yard line.
Opting to run again here with White. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And Stidham throws another interception, his 3rd. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. To about the 23.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Well, they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw. They're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the 4th quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
No, touch that.
On first down, Hurts. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense,